beginning with the second paragraph, the poetess says, she stood at the crossing and waited long. She, the old lady, she stood at the crossing. So she was standing there at the crossing and waited for long. Means for a lot of time she was waiting so that somebody might come and help her out in crossing it, or when the road cleared she might cross the road. So she was just waiting, alone, uncared for amid the throng. Throng, the crowd. Alone, uncared means she was all alone. Uncared means nobody was caring for her, nobody was there to care for her. For amid means in between, the throng, the crowd. Okay, so the lady was standing all alone at the crossing, and she was trying to cross the road, and she was also looking towards the others so that she could get help, but nobody cared, and she was all alone there amid the throng. Amid means in between the crowd of human beings who passed her by. So she was among those human beings who were just passing by, and they were not caring about this old lady that she needs to be helped, so they were least bothered about her. None heeded. None heeded means no one heeded. No one heeded, paid attention. No one heeded the glance of her anxious eyes. Whose glance? The old lady's glance. The old lady, she was looking with eagerly here and there so that she, anybody who can stop for her and can render help to her, but nobody paid any attention. Nobody heeded the glance of her anxious eye. Again, I'll just repeat now. She stood at the crossing and waited long. Waited long means waited for a lot of time. Alone, uncared. Uncared means nobody cared for her, unattentive. For amid. Amid means in between, among. The throng. Throng is crowd. Lot of people, so crowd. Of human beings who passed her by. Means just went near her, but they never paid attention. None heeded. Heeded means pay attention to. The glance, look. Glance is the look of her anxious eyes, eager eyes. So she was very eager, and eagerly she was looking at the people so that she can get a help, but sad. She did not get any help, and nobody heeded. Down the street with laughter and shout. Now just then what happened? The school got over, and small children, they ran and they were coming. So down the street with laughter and shout means laughing and shouting, the children. Glad in the freedom of school let out. So who were glad? The children. They were glad means happy. The children were happy. Why they were happy? Because the school got over. Whenever the school gets over, obviously you are very happy because you are relaxed. Now you know that the school is over, study time is over, now the play time has begun. So you become happy. Same thing happened with these boys, these children also. Glad in the freedom. Why freedom? Because they thought now they are free. So glad in the freedom of school let out. School let out means when the school gets over. See, you can see it is highlighted. Single inverted comma is there. So you have to pay attention to this. You should understand what school let out means. School let out means when the school gets over. Came the boys. So the boys, they came running from the school gate. They were running. Came the boys like a flock of sheep. Here the comparison is there. So the boys are compared to sheep. So flock of sheep, just like, see, so simile is being used here, isn't it? So came the boys like a flock of sheep, hearing the snow piled white and deep. Hearing, they were happy, so they were shouting, okay, and because there was a snowfall and the snow had piled up. Piled up means one top of the other, heap of snow. So it got piled up and these children, they started playing in that snow. It was obviously the snow is white and deep means thick snow was there. So the children, they were very happy and they were playing in the snow. Now we can mark laughter. Laughter here means laughing, and shout means you are shouting. Laughter, laughing, shout, shouting. Glad means happiness, very happy. In the freedom of school let out, when the school gets over. Came the boys like flock of sheep. This is simile. So you have to remember that this is simile. Hearing the snow piled. Piled means heap. Heap of snow. And here deep means thick. The fourth paragraph of this poem, the poetess says, past the woman so old and grey, hastened the children on their way, nor offering a helping hand to her, so meek, so timid, afraid to stir. So the children, they did not pay any attention to that old lady, though she needed help, but they did not care. They just passed from front of her. They just passed away. So passed the woman, and she was so old and grey. She was again weak. So the children, the lady, she needed help, but still the children, they never paid any attention, and they just passed from front of her. Hastened the children on their way. Hasten means very quickly. They just ran away from there very fast. Hasten means very fast, quickly. The children on their way to home, they just ran away. They did not pay any attention, nor offering a helping hand. Obviously, they did not help her. They did not render any help to her. So meek. Who is so meek here? The old lady. She was so meek. So timid. Timid means again meek only. Both the meanings are same. Afraid, again scared. It means the same. So the three. Now why do these poets, they use these synonyms? Synonyms means same meaning words again and again. Why? Only one word could have done, but still she is using the three words of almost same meaning. Okay, 3 times. Why? Because the poetess is trying to specify this thing, that the lady was very timid. She was very humble, submissive, retiring, giving up easily. That means meek. And timid also, almost it means the same. Meek, timid, same meaning only. And scared. Afraid means scared. To move. To stir means to move from one place to another. So she needed help, but still the children did not give her any help. So that is why, to emphasize, the poets or the poetesses, they always use synonyms just to emphasize that thing. That the lady, because she was old, she was very meek, she was scared, she could not move from one place to another, so she needed help. Now we can underline the difficult words, though there are no difficult words here. Now, see, past the woman so old and grey. Grey, actually, grey, when white and black and white, when it mix the hairs, they look grey. Okay, so old. Hasten means very fast, quickly. So it means fast or quickly you can write. Quickly. Not offering a helping hand. Offering here means giving. So, meek, timid and afraid, almost same meaning. Okay, so it means like quite weak, isn't it? Then submissive, you can say. Okay, very easily give up. They give up very easily. So giving up. Okay. Stir means to move. Stir means to move from one place to another, and she was very scared, so she could not move.